Hello, Cancer. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For the supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, which I think... I hope you can see her name at the bottom. I can't see it on the camera, but I'm hoping you can. All right. Cancer. There's like a trio. You're coming in with a trio. Something's hidden. Okay. There's a hidden aspect going into this. Okay. Cancer. This is on your side. Is that the eclipse card? No, that's darkness, but still. Going into this next section, but like, it's the next section. Like when you came into this, if you think of it like a book, it's almost like you've gone through a few chapters, and this is going into the current chapter that you're currently dealing with. It's like when you came into this chapter, you know what I mean? It's like going from grade school to high school, or grade school to middle school. It's like grade school has been finished, time to go into middle school. Is that how that works? It's like when you came into this portion, this phase, whatever. You had darkness, and I'm noticing it's kind of eclipsing out fruition. Almost as if when you got involved in this part of the situation, you kind of were worried that, like, the best times were done. How do I put this? It's just like taking that transition. Like, sometimes people feel this way when they end their 20s or when they end their 30s. Like, oh, the best times are behind me now. Like it's like when you hit that pivotal moment and you just you're like, oh, I think I hit the best parts. I think the best part's over. Kind of like the honeymoon's over. Now it's time to get down to the work. Because it's darkness eclipsing fruition. I don't think the best times are behind you, whatever the situation are, but I feel like that's how you felt. Like, okay, so now it's time to buckle down and do the work. But in your defense, I feel like you were getting some like energy around you that was kind of reiterating that. Kind of like, oh, you're not 19 anymore. You know, like, sorry about the hard luck, but you know, your body's not going to do that anymore. It's kind of like that. You were getting that kind of energy around you, like, oh, there's still good times ahead, but not as good as you had. Ha ha ha. It's just one of those weird energies, and I feel like it was kind of like, it was a weird energy that you were kind of believing in at the time. I don't feel like that's the truth for this situation, but it seems like that's the energy you came in with, and it was reinforced by others. I'm also seeing the masculine with the Seven of Pentacles from this moment as well. Like, all right, well, the best times might be behind me, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to still enjoy what I can. I'm still going to enjoy what I can. I'm going to still do what I can. I'm going to have a good time where I can. I just got to be more on point. Like, maybe I can't stay up all hours of the night and, you know, get 2 hours of sleep and then run into work the next day. Maybe I can't do that anymore. But you know what? I can still stay up till 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I can push my luck every once in a while. I can still do that. I just realized, you know, I'm going to pay the price for that, but I can still kind of do it. I feel like it's one of those things. Kind of like, yeah, well, maybe I can't get away with it as easily as I used to. Doesn't mean that I'm done, though. Doesn't mean I'm giving in. I think that's a fun energy. I like that. It's kind of funny. Now, as things keep coming forward, I feel like other people are still pushing on you a little bit. And I feel like they're saying, oh, things got to change. You got to change how you're doing things. People seem to be trying to push on you a little bit. That you got to change how you do things. And you got to change how you live life or something. Is that really hitting that way? Because that seems a little bit over the top. It seems a little bit much. But I'm feeling somebody push energy towards you as the Cancer, or whoever you are watching this, no matter where Cancer is in your chart or wherever you pick this video. But like, somebody's pushing at you. You got to do it this way. You got to shape up. You can't do that anymore. You can't live that way. Purity here is really it's a weird card right now. This is one of those cards where I just kind of have to flow with it. It really feels like someone's trying to contain you with their... See, this isn't the environment. It's with their version of what things should be. I'm going to read it for how I'm getting it. This is just one of those weird cards that, I have to be honest, in this deck, it's not really one of my favorites. I just feel like it's very, very stereotypical. I don't really care for it. The artist, I love the artist, but this is just one of those cards where I'm just kind of like, it's just the white woman with the blonde hair and the pink lipstick, and I'm like, you're killing me here. Like, it's a little over the top. It's okay, it's cool, because I feel like the message is coming through, but I really feel like, I'm feeling, especially, I think it's this reading, to be fair, it just feels like somebody's imposing or trying to push their views. And they're, like, creating all these boundaries and trying to make you feel like, it's almost like, it's like somebody trying to force a diet on another person. Like, you can't have chocolate cake anymore. You got to throw that right out. In fact, you shouldn't have sugar anymore at all. And you know what? All carbs are bad. Carbs are bad for you. No sugar for you. Nope, nope, nope. And it's like they're like dogging at you. It's really feeling kind of intense. There's other things I can think of where people do this, where they're like, nope, you can't stay up that late anymore. Nope, you can't drink that like this anymore. Nope, you got to do this. Nope, you got to make sure you're on the ball with that. Nope, you got to make sure you get and do there. Somebody's like dogging at you. If this is really hitting, like, it's getting a little obnoxious, like it's annoying me. It's like, and that's just a reading, but I'm just kind of like, ugh, like, get off. Like, get off. Ironically, though, I'm really feeling like somebody's dogging at you, and I feel like you're sick of it, but it's kind of like, oh my god, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it anymore, so you know what, I'm just going to do it. Whatever they want, I'm just going to do it. And I feel like for well, I don't know, it's creating a change in your life, and I get that. There are some benefits, but I feel like whoever's pushing, like, they're pushing, like, it's not the most comfortable fit. You know what I mean? It's not exactly how you want to feel. It's not exactly the way you want to do it, but you're like, I'm just sick of hearing it. It's like, I feel like that's the energy. Like, I'm sick of hearing it, so I'm just going to do it just to shut this person up. Careful. Crazy kitty. If you hear a crazy loud sound, it's the crazy cat, just so you know. There's a bug in the house. He's chasing it down. So, there's that going on. Wow. Okay. I think I'm really, like, floored with that. Like, whoever's, like, pushing, it's just kind of like... For some of you, you're smart, and this kind of makes me chuckle. It's kind of like when you have to deal with this person, it's almost like if you have to go out to eat with this person, and we're going to use that diet thing again, like, oh, no carbs, no sugar, no this, no that, no standing on your head during dinner. Okay, I wasn't gonna. When you're around that person, or when you have to face-to-face deal with them, oh yeah, you're right with it. But when you're off doing your own thing, you're like, I'm eating this freaking cake, and I'm going to love it every second of it. Like, you're just like, yeah, that's nice, but you're not here right now, so I'm going to eat what I want to eat. So, I'm feeling like some of you are just kind of like, yeah, we'll make these boundaries work where we need to. But you got that Queen of Wands energy, kind of like, yeah, I'll adhere to these boundaries when I gotta, but I have leeway. I'm going to make my life work the way I need to make it work, you know. When the cat's away, I'll do what I want. It's like, I'll do what I want. Not even play. It's just like, I'll just do what I want. All right. This whatever this is, where you're trying to kind of work with this energy, though, it's on, like, it's got an expiration date. Is that the term I want to use? Like, it's got an expiration date. It does. Because I'm getting the death card is coming, like, I don't really think you're going to have a fallout with this person, but I do feel like you might just get kind of over it for a while, and there might be some type of emotional distance. If this is like a sibling, or more importantly, like a partner, in the sense of like somebody who's there constantly, if somebody, like, you live with this person, I just feel like you might end up ignoring them or just kind of avoiding them for a while, because whatever's going on here, this energy's too pushy. It feels like it's too pushy, and it's just kind of like, oh, I can't with this anymore. I can't. I'm just over it. That's a really interesting card. Where you're going with this, And this is why it's making me laugh. If you've seen the movie It, and you see that stupid little red balloon right there, literally that's exactly what I'm thinking of right now. It's just kind of like, it's kind of like I'm taking this balloon and I'm gonna go pop it, and I don't want to see it again, because that's it's kind of like you're just so sick of it to that point. You're just like, if I hear about it one more time, if I hear about it one more time. It's making me feel like that movie Ed, that stupid red balloon. And then they got the Rose of Corn here, which makes me think of another Stephen King movie, Children of the Corn. I don't know why it's making me feel like it's like horror movies are coming in really strong, but it's kind of like, I feel like it's literally like the horror movie genre. It's like nobody's really in danger here, but it's kind of like it's kind of like I don't want to do this. I don't want to be a part of this right now. I'm not really into this scary movie thing right now. I don't want to see that. Like, it's uncomfortable. It's not working for me. I'm done. It reminds me of my niece who hates clowns. She's just like, I'll take a pass. I'll take a hard pass on that. I feel like that's what I'm seeing with this card. You've got patience, kind of like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's not over, like, this is not destroying any type of relationship, but I'm almost feeling like the sooner the better you get into this phase and you're just kind of like, you know what? Because I feel like this other person has to realize, like, you're not impressed with this, and they have to live their own life, and they can live their own life, and that's great, but they need to realize, like, realization is, I think that's this one, right? Yep, realization, that one. Realization is like going through that keyhole, going from the night to the day, and then the Four of Cups with it is kind of like saying, hey, trying to push somebody and make somebody else do what you want isn't going to work. This feels like, it does feel like it benefits this other person to realize, being a little over intense isn't going to work for this situation. And if they really want you around, they can't be this bossy. Because it feels like it's bossy a little bit. Like, no, you got to do this. No, you got to do it this way. How is this helping you? I feel like what they're saying here is kind of like a countermeasure might work out for you. So where are we going with this? Okay, so like if we're going to use my own life just for whatever stupid reason, and say, maybe your lifestyle needs to be a little bit healthier for whatever reason. You've made that decision personally that you need that to happen for whatever reason. So they're doing this, like, no carbs, no sugar, no, don't do that. That's not good for you. No. Like, you might want to do a countermeasure. Like, my countermeasure would be, like, intermittent fasting. Like, that's what I do. And things improve, and that's good enough. I honestly do dabble in the low-carb thing. Not to the point of... I eat ice cream once in a while. I'm just going to be honest about it. So, I don't even care. But, like, a countermeasure, that's what I mean. Like, they're saying, you need to do no carb. You need to do no sugar, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, I don't want to do that. I hate it. I hate it all day, all night. But maybe... you have some other way of doing it. Maybe you just want to work out a little more. Maybe, like, it doesn't have to be weight related or whatever, but you're like, it can be anything in your life. Maybe you need organization skills. And they're saying, this is how you got to organize, and this is how you got to do this, and this is how you got to do that. You know what? I got my own plan of how I'm going to organize my life. You do what you got to do. I'm going to organize this way. I have this plan. I have this organizer. I'm going to use this book here, and this is how I'm going to organize my stuff. If you have some type of countermeasure, I hope this is coming through right. If you have some type of countermeasure, because it seems like you're on the same point with, like, you do feel like you need something to improve here. So if you have your own countermeasure about what you want to do, they can do what they want to do, and you'd be like, all right, you do that, I'm going to do this, and I got mine on lock. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do what I need to do for me. You do what you got to do. You got all these rules and regulations. You have a good time with that. I got my own I'm going to try because this is going to work for me. If you have your own countermeasures, your own counter plan, go with that. I feel like this will go better. I feel like there's still going to be some emotional distance for a little while, but they might actually avoid you a little bit is what I'm getting. So that might actually still work to your favor. There's this temporary distance, temporary emotional distance. It's temporary, though, and it seems to be purposeful. And it helps this other person, like, learn something. Because if you do things your own way, they have to do their things. They have to learn through their own lessons. And I feel like that's the point. So a countermeasure might help you. And it still seems like it creates this little short-term emotional distance. But things will be fine. I think not only the countermeasure is a thing here that they're trying to push forward, but they're also saying this emotional distance that's temporary. This seems to strengthen this. This is not a bad thing for the relationship you have with this person. It could make things better for whatever that means. It seems to be like, it doesn't seem like it's damaging anything. It seems like it's improving things. So take that with a grain of salt for however that works out for you. All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.